back, guys, to Let's Talk Marriage. Don't I told you already. You need to stop this.
You love me.
You every time we come on, you do the. I don't like it. I don't want to be married no more like
Yes.
this. I don't. No, you just had a patty.
Got it too. My titulations.
Oh yes, welcome back to We Do What? What do we do? We speak marriage through what?
Let's see.
I think that we've been on for so long that we forgot.
Our lines.
No, you forgot your lines.
I forgot my line.
I'm glad that you forgot your line because I really sometimes I just don't. I don't like it.
You love me.
I love you, but I don't like how you just do.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody trying to call me. Now that's
Damn
just bad.
likely.
That's just bad. You got the scammer scamming you. So listen, guys, we are back on Let's Talk Marriage, where we speak marriage through transparency. And it looks like I've already given some stuff away. We haven't been back in a while. So what's happening is that I already have the people who are going to be on the show. I have
They're gonna be live, y'all.
that's why you got food crumbs on your mouth. I hope you guys like our holiday introduction. We are back with the foolishness. We are super, super, super excited to actually be here and do a lot of the things that we are actually doing. So we've forgotten some things here and there,
Yeah.
but we still know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just forgot the buttons here and there, but I know you guys can hear us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't, please just let us know. So y'all make sure that y'all comment, tag, like, and share. We have some beautiful people that are going to be in here today in the house.
Amen.
So my husband is not going to stay long
No.
because it's going to be a whole panel full of women. And so next time we need to definitely get the men on. What you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's always like a woman field show. It's not that men don't have anything going on. They got a lot of stuff going on.
She just will be talking about it.
We're going to talk about one guy today because this here. So we're excited about that. So are you going to go ahead and leave now so we can go ahead and do the
I want to get my
background?
kiss.
Bye, Elias. Have a good Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
So we're going to bring in one of my favorite people who just so happens to be my husband's cousin. Now, this person has done, as you can already see her name. Her name is Genevieve Carvil-Harris, right? So I'm going to say it better. Genevieve Carvil-Harris. So, because I think I just slurred over that. So what's happening is Genevieve dropped by today to just do a little speed by drive by. She also has some things that she's going to be giving away. So you guys need to be on the lookout for that because we're going to ask you some questions to see if you can answer those questions or however she wants to do it. That's how we'll do it. And we're going to kind of go from there. So she didn't give me her bio, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit. So Genevieve, number one, she's an entrepreneur, but she calls herself a capacity builder. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what it means to be a capacity builder. I always say, well, you do everything. She said, that's a capacity builder. So she's in the house today. She also is a married woman. She's also a pastor. She's a young pastor, and she is on fire, definitely for the Lord. She is like I said, she's a wife. And so, although she may not have any children that she has birthed herself, she definitely has a lot of children that are around her that she embraces and that she actually helps to build, from the ground up. She teaches them so many different things. And it's wonderful that children and your teens can have a mentor like her. She's also a dancer. She does so many things. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just invite Genevieve to come on and sit in the little chair. Yay! We have a studio audience.
Beat. I love it.
All right, you want to put your headsets on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have
You
to.
want to put them on?
Okay.
Come
Great.
on, make sure you
That,
can hear yourself.
you see
I
how
don't
that
want you to
was?
mess up your hair. You
Fine.
come in here
I'm
always
good.
diva.
Huh?
Are
You
you
know?
ever not diva?
No.
Never? Oh my gosh. So, Genevieve,
Yes.
came on the show. I'm so happy to see you. So, you do all these wonderful things. She is a woman just in her own right. You're always constantly building others. You help me with so many different things in my own business. We're actually in, a business we all kind of had. Remember when
Yeah.
and so this is my
It
guys.
is.
And tell us what a capacity builder is. What is that?
Okay. So essentially, everybody is born with a capacity. You look at your cup. You have a cup right here.
I have a
It
coach.
has a capacity. At some point, you're going to want to more than what that cup can hold inside of it.
Mhm.
So the only way to do that is to grow and change what you're pouring that into. So you may say, I'm moving from this cup to a pitcher. So in order to make that change, you need to be coached, you need a strategy so that you can go from the cup to the pitcher.
Mhm.
In life, it's the same way. We all start out one way, but we're going to keep growing and we're going to develop. And you can't keep pouring into the vessel that you had when you were a child or the vessel that you were before you decided to start that business or before you decided to be a parent or before you decided to be a spouse, even.
Mhm.
So you have to keep growing and developing, and you tend to need someone to show you how to get to that next level. And that's who I am. I'm a capacity builder.
So now, give an example of how you would take someone from the lowest level, maybe to the next level. How have you done that
Yeah,
in the business that you're doing? Because you really do a lot. Like people don't know
yeah.
how many corporations you've helped.
Mm,
Like you're here doing something for me because we're family, but
right?
that doesn't mean that you do this
Oh,
for
yeah, it's not for
everybody
free.
else. This is
Right.
not for free. So
It's,
I'm getting like $1 million stuff right now,
yeah.
so I'm grateful for that because you didn't have to come. You know what I mean? So whatever. Stop trying to give you huggy
I
eyes.
do love her. She acts like I'm being alias. Okay, but ultimately, when it comes to working with me, I usually have to see where someone is starting. So you may be someone who just said, I want to start a business. And you've been on YouTube for hours and hours and hours trying to figure out what should I do? What's my niche? What am I good at? And most times, the things that you can make money from are the things that everyone already comes to you for. So you don't have to create something.
Mhm.
So for me, I say, okay, well, what do you do well right now? What is it that you love to do that you do well? Because some of us do things really, really well
Mhm.
that we don't like to do. So believe it or not, I was not able to speak. When I was younger, I would get really, really timid. I had horrible stage fright. And people are like, is that right? Because I make the most of my money right now from public speaking. But I was not good at it. I didn't think I was good at it. But the truth of the matter is that I really am a natural speaker. I talk a lot. I would always get in trouble in school because I was talkative. So what it really was that I needed to fine tune what was making me so nervous to speak in front of people.
Mhm.
And I realized that when I like to speak about something or when I like who I'm speaking to, I speak very easily. If someone was giving me something that made me nervous, like a poem or maybe some script that I wasn't comfortable with, I would then get the stage fright.
Mhm.
So all I had to start doing was incorporating what I like to do, right? And giving that in the mode of speaking. And so that's what I do now. I speak about business. I speak about book publishing. I speak about, the word of the Lord. That's how
Because you
preaching
are
is.
actually a pastor.
Yeah, I am.
So,
So, but I love the Bible.
right.
And so my relationship with God is something that I love to share. And so because of that, I don't have that stage fright. And
Mhm.
I was able to just embrace what I was really good at, but didn't even think I was good at. And
Mhm.
so I help people navigate that journey that says, what are you good at? What do people come to you for? let's make that into an offer and start charging for that with
Mhm.
premium rates.
Yeah.
And that's how we
And you
grow
can charge
capacity.
premium
Yes.
rates. Because I'm telling you, sometimes I'm just like, Jen, you gonna charge me that? She's like, absolutely. Uh, I have to do this
Yes.
work,
We
and
just
you're
did
gonna pay
that
that. And we
actually.
did. Oh
We just
no,
had a
no, no.
conversation like that. Taisha's so amazing. We're actually getting ready to offer a class to the community. And she was just like, Genevieve, do you think, that we should charge that? And honestly, we're really charging a low amount of
Yeah.
money for this class. Have you talked about this class already?
No, we're gonna talk about it.
We'll
I was
talk about
gonna
it
talk
later.
about it
Okay,
later.
we'll talk about it later. But it was just that
Yeah.
we're talking about prices. So I just wanted to bring it up. But we'll sprinkle it at the end.
Mhm.
But it's
So
very affordable.
now, talk to us about game changer.
Oh, shout
Put
out
on
to
your
my game
ring.
changer.
Put your ring in there. Put your ring in there. Let
Other than
me see
that,
your
can you
ring.
see
Let me
it?
see your ring.
Can
Oh,
you see my ring?
let me put it on the other camera. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys see your ring? Can
Bet.
you
Can you
guys see
see
your
that?
ring?
Can you see that? Yeah. um, so Game Changers was actually a group that came to. I actually had the vision for Game Changers before the pandemic.
Hmm.
I wanted to. I grew up in MLMs, so if people don't know what MLMs are, that's multi-level marketing.
Hmm.
So if you've ever heard of companies like Mary Kay, Amway, things like this, where there's multi-level marketing involved, um, I grew up watching that. Friends and family would be part of it, and when people made a certain amount of money, they could get a ring or a car, pink Cadillac society. But anywho, if in fact they had done something well in the business, they could get a ring. And I said, well, I feel like I'm my own ring bearer. I feel like when I do things well, that I should have a ring. And so I said, well, I'm when I get to where I'm going, and I start awarding my clients when they start winning for themselves and they reach certain financial milestones for themselves, not for my business, but for themselves, then I will give them a game changer ring. And so during the pandemic, I coached 125 people for free. I mean, where were we going? So it felt like that was the right thing to do. And I really didn't think 125 people were going to respond. I just made a Facebook status.
But they came.
Taisha and I are the same way. We will put something out there and just say, oh, okay. And I messed around and went to sleep.
Hmm.
And I woke up to 125
Yeah.
people. And I said, oh, no, no, let's shut it down. And so we did that for 90 days. We did the my cousin just walked over. I'm so sorry. But we actually were able to go 90 days building business. And so a lot of those businesses, even 4 years later,
Hmm.
are still thriving. And so it's very great. But I wanted the top 20 students to get rings. And so that's when we announced the Game Changer rings. But Game Changers is a community of entrepreneurs, people who have just started, people who are currently
Hmm.
in business, and those that are scaling, where we can come together and use all of the knowledge that we have to sharpen each other. And so that's really what it is. So even if you're just starting a business, or if you are in the middle, intermediate, if you feel, or you're like making millions of dollars, all of us can learn still from each other. And so that's what Game Changers is.
So I get to come to the behind the scenes things, and so I want you guys to understand this. Like, this is what people who are on big scales. This is what they do often. So Genevieve is not like a little person just doing little things, right? So she has these meetings, and everybody's in this we're in this big auditorium, and we're sitting down, and it's all the people who have businesses, and each one of us get together. And I like how she does that, because sometimes you can feel intimidated a little bit about these particular, but then you see the networking and how we all can help each other. And this is how you keep money kind of in-house and circulating with each other. And she always says this: if you guys are not calling each other for these particular things, then what is the point of us doing what we're doing? So if there's something that I need, whether it be computers, or it can be photography, or just anything, one of the things that I'm learning, I just learned that this camera just took a picture of it.
I saw that.
First of all,
You just need to start smiling already in case it happens again.
so we're learning these particular things, and but these are the people that are in this particular circle that we're in,
Yes.
and they're still learning and things like that as well. I don't know if you can to a black screen. Yeah, check the other live stream. So we are really fully live. We haven't been on in a while, checking things like that. And so my husband was walking by with a big sign saying everything's good on my end. So it looks like we made it okay. If you guys have any comments or concerns or anything that you would like to ask Genevieve, please put it in the comment section and we'll ask the question that you guys may have. So if you're not rocking with, and I believe that in the next year, if you're not around people who are making changes, who is trying to go forward in life, you always stay stuck in the same place that you're in if you're not trying to move forward with people who are actually moving. She and I, we actually sometimes she'll say, Ty, I'm doing X, Y, Z. I'm like, I'm already on it. I'm constantly already reading. There was something that she actually told me to do, and it was just a thought in her head. She's like, Ty, yeah, we should do X, Y, and Z. And I immediately just had it already done. It doesn't take time to get these particular things done. If you know where it's at, know how to get it, know how to execute, just do it. Nobody wants to be around lazy people. Like, I don't need anybody to tell me how to do A, B, C, D. If I don't know the D, I'm going to find out. I'm not going to go back and say, how do I, what's the reason to do it? When there's a wealth of information that is out there for all of us to actually get. Now, if you don't want to go get the information, we'll definitely charge you a fee
Absolutely.
for our
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So y'all make sure that you like, tag, comment, and share right now today. We are actually going into our next segment, which is so about your husband.
Yeah.
So Brian, let me tell you about Brian. Brian Harris, because his last name is not Carvin.
No.
So Brian Harris actually does this King case every year. If not every year, I buy soap from him often. So he has some different things. We have different things that we just get from him. He has this King case that he has for men.
Yes.
How I ended up getting the soap, because there's one particular soap that he makes that I really like, but it was for my husband. But
most wives take their husband's soap.
It smells good to me. So we're actually doing a giveaway today, but she's going to tell you a little bit more about. He has some new products as well.
Yeah.
So talk about Brian's stuff.
Okay.
Brian, I'm talking about your stuff.
Hello, husband of mine. How are you? Okay. I know he's watching. So Brown King Care is the line.
Why did I say case?
No, King Case.
Oh,
is
okay. I
the
was
menu
like,
case.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't make me
So,
look like I'm
no. The
crazy.
gift box is
Thank you.
called the King Case.
Thank you.
Yes. But I'm just telling the lovely people that the company is Brown King Care. We normally see a lot of things for women. And we care a lot about our skin. We care a lot about our body. But the truth of the matter is that our men need to be taken care of as well. And so Brian was always making soap in the house, always doing things. And we were like, hey, during the pandemic, hey, you should really start selling this to individuals. He was like, you think people will buy it? We use it in the house. Right. We use it in the house, but you think people will buy it? And they do. And so we have soap bars. And notice I said we because I'm a wife. So what my husband does, I do, right? So we have soap bars and liquid soap. He just released liquid soap with just it smells so good. I had Taisha smelling it. A good smelling man. Praise God.
Praise the Lord.
That's all we have to say. And then he has an exfoliating body scrub. It's a sugar scrub, actually. Look at that. It smells like brown sugar.
It does.
You can't eat this.
Don't eat it.
But it definitely smells like
It does. I was saying, like,
right?
it
Yeah,
feels
it
like
smells
something.
like
And I
something
kept,
you can eat,
and she was like,
but
don't eat
don't.
that, Ty.
It's an oat. It's an oatmeal base
Hmm.
sugar scrub, but it smells like brown sugar. It's so delicious. I have to
Hmm.
close it, but it's exfoliating, and so it feels really, really good. Leaves your skin really, really soft. You can
Hmm.
use it in your shower, and it just
Hmm.
lathers up, and
Hmm.
it's just really, really good. So these are his two new products. We love these amber um, brown, as you can imagine, brown king care. So we love that. And then our wonderful soap bars. This particular one, where we're going to give these today away because there's three guests. So there's three reasons why we can give soap. So this particular one is a black bar. It's black. It's a charcoal based soap. And then this one, the OG bar. And this is the one that
This is
she's
the
talking
one.
about. So y'all may
This is
not
the
get
one
that
I
raffle,
feel.
y'all, because
Well,
it's
no,
shea butter
I
and
brought
it's
some stuff.
charcoal
I brought
together.
some stuff from him already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
But it's shea based. You see, she's trying to take it out.
so it looks like we were stuck for a minute. We got stuck on your end, babe, because we are live. Now, when we get on the Wi-Fi signal, it bounces, and then I have no idea. We pay our
But we look
bills.
good.
We look great. We pay our bills. Our bills are paid. We got light. I don't. Our internet is paid. I just don't understand.
We
You
look just
know,
fine. We look just fine.
everything we're plugged into the. Aren't we plugged into the heart? We're hardwired in. You know, so I don't know, but if you guys can hear us, y'all comment, say something, talk back to us because we are giving away these soaps.
Yes.
Now, since you're a pastor,
Uh-huh.
and we do have Christian people who follow us,
Okay.
but before we do that, because I want you to think of a scripture, think of
Okay.
something you think they can answer, and this is how we're giving away this soap.
Oh.
So, but before we do that, um, we're going to tell you that, okay, this is where you can buy Brian's stuff. You can go to www.brownkingcare. That's King. Brown, like brown, my brown skin. King, like, the king that he's trying to be. Oh, man, that's your man. So I guess
I
he's
mean,
a
he's
king.
definitely my home. He's the king of my
And
house.
then Care, Care. So y'all go and check Brian out at www.brownkingcare.com. Make sure you check him out. We all love Brian. Brian is amazing.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
Brian is amazing.
Yes.
So, what is something that you want to? Because we're going to do this giveaway. You got something in your mind?
I actually was thinking about
They have to be able to
it
answer.
could be a trivia time.
Okay, do something.
Like you did.
Because I mean, go ahead. Let's do a trivia.
Okay. Like Christmas trivia.
Do,
Okay. So
always come up
what
with
was
these.
the name? What's the name
Uh-huh.
of Mary's older cousin who was pregnant at the same
Not from the
time?
peanut gallery.
She was pregnant at the same time, and she was
What was the name?
Mary, the mother of Jesus, her older cousin who was pregnant at the same time as her.
Hold on, Jesus' mother, mother's cousin. Who
And
was
nicknames don't count. And my husband cannot answer. Hello.
okay? So, what was the name of Mary, Jesus' mother's cousin, who was pregnant with her?
Yeah, who was pregnant at the same time as her. Hmm.
Who was pregnant at the same time? So, we got to get this right.
And there's no nicknames. And if you're watching right now, my husband just gave you a clue,
All right.
which you
So,
shouldn't have, but it's okay.
he can't. No, he can't do that. He can't do. So, let me go ahead and. All right. So, this is what we're going to put up.
Yes.
What was the name of Mary, Jesus' mother's cousin, who was pregnant at the same time with her? I wrote that right. I
Yeah,
probably needed some commas in there, but we should be all right.
we're not on the
This,
book publishing conversation yet, so I'm not
oh,
talking about commas.
okay. So now, this is how you're going to get soap. We are giving
Yes.
this soap away. You are able to. The soap is absolutely so good, and it lathers so well. All right. It look like somebody trying to. No, 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 no. Look who tagging in. Nope. Now this is Genevieve's best friend. She can't do it.
She's hello. That's my. I mean, why
Well,
can't
she
she?
answered the
She
question.
answered first. I think she should win.
You can get one,
It wasn't like
Latiqua.
okay. Well, which one do you want?
You
Which one's
post which
the
one you want, and you will get it.
black one, the lavender? I have two
I'm
more
sure she
questions.
has like 5 of these already.
But she purchases them because she's a real customer.
She is a real
So I
customer.
think she's gonna be really
And
excited
she's
to
a
get
real
one for
friend.
free.
And I love look
And
at my
also, but she paid for her soap. And that's another thing for those that are giving all of your things away. Um, because they're your friends and family. If they're your friends and family, they should pay you the full
Mhm.
price
And
because
I
they
paid
believe in your
full price
business.
for soap.
You
I was,
do.
yes, he was like,
You
we went up.
do.
I
You
said,
really
wait a
do.
minute. I mean, I get the fact right. He said, all the time, we went up on the soap. I was like, give me this doggone soap. And he let it.
Did she just tell me? Oh, she has this Harry
I mean, okay, we down. We'll go from there.
this time. So I just want to know if you guys are actually paying attention to the nativity story. So um, let's see. Why? This is going to be a little short answer. Why it just means that it's a hater press. See, there we go.
Oh, they're hating on us for real.
But why was Mary and Joseph even in? Why did they make that long journey? Why were they even in the city of David in the first place? Why were they there? What was the reason? Or Barcel?
Okay, so this is what I put. Why did Mary and Joseph go to Bethlehem? Yes? You want to say it like that? Or you want to say it more
Yeah, that's
eloquently?
fine. Bethlehem,
Okay.
the city of David, whichever way. And as people said, correction, that's my sister, and she is.
All right. So we're going to post this question and let's see who gets it next. All right. Let's rock and roll. So let's talk about what's the next thing we're talking about? Your book, your publishing company.
Yeah,
Are you able to talk about it now?
I
Because you
am.
wouldn't let me post.
I would let you post our pictures. We
Okay, you can say
just
what
had
you.
a photo shoot.
Hmm.
We haven't even released those photos, and she was ready to show. I just was showing. Hey, we took pictures, but she was ready to show them
I
already.
mean, you want me to
Yeah,
do?
I'm just saying. But when y'all see them, though, just understand, we look good. So, Adrian Cadillac Bell and I, Genevieve Carvil-Harris, have a book publishing company called Build a Brother Publishing. And it's actually a division of the Build a Brother Foundation, which is a 501c3 that Adrian started primarily to help build up men. As you can tell, it's really something that we care about
Hmm.
to build up the men on the outside and to also make sure that they're built on the inside as well.
Now tell him
And
what
so,
he calls his, because we're plugging him as well. I hope
yeah, Build a
Adrian
Brother.
is, but you didn't say it yet. I didn't give
I
you a
did. I
chance.
said it.
You,
I already said that.
am I not listening?
I don't know, but I definitely said that. But
I'm
she
a
wants me to say
bad
it again.
host.
Adrian, do you see? She's definitely supportive. So, but it's Build a Brother Foundation. It actually started from Adrian writing a book called Build a Brother.
Mhm.
And then what we started to understand was that it started to flourish from just a book to his speaking
Mhm.
career and being able to have speaking engagements. And then he ended up having a summit called Brother to Brother
Mhm.
over the summer for men. And so we're watching this development happen and his own life, but it's not just good enough for it to happen in his own life. He's reaching back to build other brothers.
Mhm.
And then the sister said, what about us?
Okay, build a
And
system.
so what we realized was everybody has a story. And so while the sisters can't come to Build a Brother, what they can do is publish their stories with us.
Mhm.
And so it doesn't matter how old you are, we have children's books, we've published coloring books,
Mhm.
we've published a bunch of people's memoirs and also some of their fictional work. And so
Mhm.
it's just been a blessing for us to do that this year. And now we're moving towards actually offering our services to people who coach, so coaches who say, hey, I want for my coaches, like the people who are being coached by me, they're clients, but they're coaches, right? If they want to write books that makes them the go-to person in their fields, we're now going to be offering that to them. So we really want to work exclusively um, as the publishing company of these coaches because everybody has a story in that way. We won't stop working with individuals who want to publish individually. However, we know that there's a need there
Mhm.
and we really want to serve that need, which is in the coaching market. So yeah.
Absolutely. Adrian is always, and I tell him all the time, we did a lip sync battle at your 10th
You
year
did.
wedding anniversary, and I tell him all the time that he may be winning in this field, but you have lost in the lip
He
sync.
would battle
I
you.
am the lip
He's not
sync
here to speak for
queen.
himself, but he would battle you right now.
Adrian, bring it. It has been brought into you.
There's a challenge on
Bring
the field right
it.
now.
Bring it. I just want you to know that I am bringing the lip sync battle. Remember this
On your doorstep.
on your door, in your face.
Oh my God.
He better not. He is here.
Is he here?
I was hoping you didn't shine, but it looks like you're in. Remember this face. Remember, he is a Bible scholar,
She's the Bible scholar,
and
and she's putting you all to shame. So apparently, she's getting all the
you,
soap.
you get two. You
Because
get
that was a
two.
real question, and
It
she
was.
actually answered that. That
You
was she
answered
had
it
to write
very
that
well.
out. That was
Well,
in the one word.
yes. So you won two soaps. And Adrian, I don't care what you say, but then he says, lies, 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 woman of God. Oof. He trying I don't even want to play games with you no more. That's it, Adrian. You're out. Do not talk about his stuff no more. That's it.
Well, I'm glad I said so much.
So I am so happy that you came here with me today.
I am happy too.
And
This is wonderful.
now you have one more to we have one more soap to give away.
Okay.
Latiqua, you cannot say anything. But if you do, then you do what you do.
I told you, you might as well. I told you she won the soap. So you
What,
all let Latiqua win two soaps, and Ty's going to get one
what?
because this is her show, and so she should.
Okay, thank you.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay, thank you.
That's what we're
Because I
going
really paid for all these other ones last week. And I'm
to
like,
do. So get the one that you know how.
thank you. I'm gonna get the one that I love so much, and so it's mine. So now we are nearing the end. Is there anything that you would like to share with the people that you haven't shared, or something that you would like to say that's encouraging or that you would like to share. And then after you do that, then we're going to talk about our sales.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. 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 So, okay.
It's going to go dead. That's why it's doing that. I told. But from which camera? So you guys, if you guys can still hear me, don't be like this. I don't. We haven't been on
There
in
it
a
is.
while.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go. We haven't been on in a while, so we have like 2 and 3 cameras over here. That's fine.
But that's beautiful.
And isn't that cute? And
It
he's
is
gonna
very
fix it.
cute.
He's gonna fix
Look at
us up.
that. Hey.
Hey,
It's
how
very
you doing?
cute.
Yeah, your makeup is flat. And then you're gonna have me all looking up like I don't have no makeup on the first, second, or the third.
You're beautiful.
Thank you for saying that.
All right, you're beautiful.
Adrian said that he's starting to feel like that he's not saved with these questions.
Adrian, you're gonna read Matthew.
You're
gonna be your
you're
homework
gonna be
tonight.
okay. The camera is actually here
Matthew.
now.
Yeah, you're gonna read Matthew.
And we're
Read
gonna help
Matthew.
you. We're gonna help you. We should do Bible questions next time. So
That's cool.
Elias, can you hear us in your ear? Can you hear us on social
Yes.
media? You have
Okay,
it in
good.
your ear already?
Okay, good.
Can everybody they can hear and see us. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
okay,
guys that we went down, but we back. Your makeup
We're
is
back.
flawless. Who be doing your
Thank you.
makeup?
I do my own makeup. So
Oh my
unless it's pictures, at which
God.
point my sister Latiqua
Now
does
she'll beat your
my makeup.
whole face. She will beat.
So anytime from Latiqua beats your face
Mhm.
like you were bad in school.
Like you were like not.
And your teacher called her or something like that.
And said, "I need you to come because
Yeah,
their face
you're in the
wasn't beating
principal's
them."
office.
Mhm.
You understand? So, but for a day to day, I do my own makeup. But
Okay.
so
Well,
thank
I
you
didn't
so
do no
much.
makeup, but you look cool.
That's fine.
today.
Thank you.
I need to really just start putting on makeup when
Thank
I come.
you.
Just a little eyeshadow.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little-
You're beautiful. You don't need it.
So just a
not
little
about
bit.
No, I'm saying all I was doing was encouraging her. Don't you tell me to be encouraging? I'm just trying to be encouraging. Let me do it. I'm supposed to be encouraging y'all.
Encourage the
I'm
people.
ignoring her at this point.
Encourage
I'm
the
ignoring-
people. Elias, come on and help
But
with
seriously,
this camera a little bit and just fix us up a little bit. babe.
So, really and truly, you guys, it's really important for your life to be lived and experienced. And so, because of that, you want to make sure that you don't spend all of your hours working for somebody else's vision when God gave you one.
Yeah,
Like you are created for a purpose. You are created to be the solution to somebody's problem. You owe it to yourself to figure out why God created you and what solution you're supposed to be offering to the world. Like we are waiting for you to show up as your best self. And so don't rob us of who you're supposed to be.
You know that was really profound, and it segues into what we're getting ready to do together, which is this business 101 class.
Yes.
And what I've learned, because for me, how I grind my teeth with people, and it's because oftentimes people have so much on the inside of them, like you talk about the capacity and you help them to build upon those things that they have. But oftentimes for me it's difficult to talk with people that have these things and you can see it, but you can't want it as bad, for them if they don't want it for themselves.
Absolutely.
So sometimes we trade time for money and people say, I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but you got to get out there and you have to hustle for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And, one of the things is that I am very grateful because a lot of the things that I am able to do, it is not because of my own strength. I do have a husband
Yeah.
that backs me. She has a husband that backs her as well. And there's some people who have to start a little small, but you can still build
Absolutely.
upon that and be able to make millions. We know
Absolutely.
plenty of people that are doing
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
So, it's all in your mindset of how you see yourself.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going?
Mhm.
How far do you see yourself going?
Yeah.
Or do you still just want to keep trading time for
Mhm.
money?
Yeah.
In a day, I remember you told me, yeah, girl, I just made $25,000 in an hour. You was like, yeah, sure, yeah. And I gotta go because I gotta get on this other call because I gotta do in an hour.
Yeah.
Like, let me hold
Yeah.
something. No, I'm trying to pay my bills. I gotta
Right.
go. So this
Right.
stuff is possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is possible,
Absolutely.
but you have to know your own worth.
Yes.
You
Yes.
have to know your own worth.
Yes.
And I'm just so happy that you came out here
Yeah,
with me today.
absolutely.
And I know we talked a little bit about, so what are you going to be doing at the business class? Because
Yeah.
sometimes, people just want to come and they want to know what will they be getting
Yeah.
when they come
Yeah.
because they are spending their money. What
Yeah.
are they going to be getting?
And I just want to be very clear. I want to be very clear. The class, just tell them how much the class is. Let's do that first. Because I just want you
The
to
class
be
is
able
just
to hear it.
$99.
It's only $99. And you say, why in the world is the class? And we're only limiting it to 25 people. I want to be very transparent and real with you guys. To speak with me is $1,000 by yourself, just for me. Primarily because of the fact that when I pour, I pour. I don't know how to turn it down, and I don't want to turn it off because I want to always give my best self to everybody. So because of that, to sit in a meeting with me for 2 hours would already cost you $1,000.
Absolutely.
What Taisha's heart for the people and the fact that I support what she wants to do and her vision, we are doing this class for $99. I am telling you, run, don't walk. Run to register for this class because we're going to give the full gamut how to really make sure that your business is structured, how to make sure that you are going to be aligning yourself. Relationship is currency. I say that all the time.
Absolutely.
How to put yourself in a predicament where success is your only option for 2025. That is really what it's about. So making sure that all of your paperwork is together, that your relationships are in place. Who should you be connected to and who should you be posturing yourself to be around? Proximity matters. And so we're really going to be teaching you all how to do that, as well as making sure that you're not spending unnecessary money. A lot of times, small businesses are losing a lot of money because they're paying for all this software. They're paying for all these things that they think that they need because they watched YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And it's like, what do you need for your business to thrive? Which is why we're only going to do it for 25 people. We don't want it to be over that because we really want it to be intimate enough where you can actually ask questions, get them answered, but it be personal enough for your business to know that this is not just some generic thing that we're doing. We're trying to collectively get everybody in the room and say, listen, this is how you need to set your stuff up so that you can win in 2025. And it's only $99. Run. Do not walk.
And the thing is, it's like, I don't know how, but I've said this before just recently here on this show, that our minds are very similar when it comes to certain things. Like I was in there, putting this the behind the scenes stuff together, and you just grabbed the mouse and you was like, "Oh, I want to put that here." I don't use so Ilias doesn't grab my mouse. But I moved my hand because I knew you knew where to place it because you understand that particular platform and how to utilize that background. And you were just like, yeah, I want this, let's download this. And I'm like, and you're moving just as fast as me. And,
Yeah.
and sometimes for me, it's hard to give up certain control. Like I
Mhm.
need to have the
Mhm.
handle,
Mhm.
but you know how to do it too. And it was just like funny for me to see you just kind of like pressing
Yeah.
these things. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm the one that knows how to run that.
Yeah.
But you're just like, no, I do this.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I need you to pull here. And I don't like that there. Let's move
Yeah.
this here.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, when you're a one person show, it can be
Yeah.
so debilitating.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
why husbands are important.
Mhm. And team
Team
members.
members, community
Yeah.
is very, very important.
Yeah.
People who
Absolutely.
believe in you
Yeah.
and want to do certain things. We're coming with um, some of just the basics because there is a $150 packet.
Yeah.
And now that gives you a little bit more, but then the other stuff that you're going to want. I'm sorry, did I spit?
No,
I
you
just
didn't
felt like I did.
spit. It did.
So the other stuff that is just a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
And for me, this is where I don't, my stuff won't register because I don't like to have to teach that to people.
Mhm.
But that's where she comes
Yeah.
in because
Yeah.
she's a capacity builder. That's what
Mhm.
she does. So the bigger things I don't like to do, but to get
Yeah.
you to the basics
Yeah.
and to help you to build on what your niche is,
Yes.
how
Yes.
to
Yes.
make sure that your ducks are in a row.
Yeah.
Everything that I have, everything that we are, everything is licensed. You have to have your
Mhm.
licenses. You have
Yeah.
to have your
Yeah.
certifications,
Yeah.
your paperwork.
Yeah.
Everything has to be in a particular
Yeah. Yeah.
order in order for you when you're submitting this paper, just some
Mhm.
paperwork sometimes.
Mhm.
And then the deals and the contracts that you get from the state and
Yep.
things like that.
Yep. For the
How
county.
are you organizing
Mhm.
your business?
Mhm.
So I'm in a 1,500 square foot building, and it's not just because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna have no. These people want to know, well, how am I going to get paid?
Yep.
When are you? Am I going to get paid on time? And it
Mhm.
better be on the
Mhm.
first. And
Mhm.
how is your stuff organized
Yeah.
and structured?
Exactly.
So we
It
couldn't just come in
matters.
here just all haphazardly or willy
Mhm.
nilly.
Mhm.
We had to have our ducks in a row because I'm telling you, when DCF or ABCXYZ come through my
Mhm.
doors, I better have it. Structured the way that it needs to be. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you decided to partner with me to
Of
do this
course.
because I do have a heart for the people
Mhm.
for a lot of things, but they've been lied to for so
Yes.
long.
Yes.
And then when truth comes, it's like,
Mhm.
that can't be it. No, business is hard.
Mhm.
It is not for the weak.
No.
And you have to keep going even when you don't see
Absolutely.
anything,
Absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
So I just want to thank you
Thank
for,
you.
saying, hey, jump. It was
Yeah.
you and Jessica like
Yep.
pushing me out the
But it
window.
was that way because I made her jump too.
Yeah, so that's crazy. And Jessica is our other friend. I don't know if she's on here, but
Yeah.
Jessica is a lawyer and
Mhm.
she's a family lawyer.
Yep.
And so I sometimes have to. This is that circle
Mhm.
that we talked about. So I
Mhm.
sometimes have to call her for a family lawyer to do some of the things that
Mhm.
I do when I'm doing parenting courses and
Yep.
things like that. So it all
It
just
all
kind
comes
of
together.
comes
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that you're here. Are you going to stay?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna stay.
Because guess who's here?
Oh,
Oh, she in a peanut gallery, but let me tell you something. Tanya is here. Tanya, let me tell you about Tanya. So last week I was just not myself. Tanya called me like she's on the 40 plus double dutch team, and I'm like, Tanya, ain't nobody getting out there doing no double dutch. Tanya was like, Tanya, you should come on, and I was like, I don't feel too good today. She was like, well, you coming to the Christmas thing? I said, I'm gonna make it to the Christmas thing. Every time she is in this building, Tanya comes by. You can hear her from down the hall, and she says, Tanya, where you at? Her energy
Yeah. Yeah.
is so infectious
Mhm.
that I'm telling you, I wanted her here. And I love to hear it. Even when like she's talking to my husband, she'll say, Mr. Man, Mr. I'm like, what is your name again? Because she's so respectful. She's like, I don't be talking to nobody, man, child. I don't even want to know his name.
Even bad.
Then she'll have
Not
my
even
daughter
bad.
do a little different things, her little TikTok stuff, and she has my daughter just doing. I absolutely love Tonya,
Yeah.
and I'm so excited that she's here, babe. Make sure that you have these cameras ready because she is an esthetician. She is. I just call her the beauty guru because when you need your
Mhm.
face beat, like I need mine, like just I need a little exfoliant. I know I got a clear face,
I was about to say,
but
I'm right here looking.
she's like what you call it. She gives you that glow.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Leroy. You know,
We here
she
for the
get the
glow.
last dragon. She give you that glow, that last dragon glow, and that's what I be wanting. So Tonya, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
I told you,
Oh,
y'all,
there
she
go that. I'm
loud.
telling
I
you, there
told
go
y'all
that.
she loud. I love her.
She want me to give her this.
She be doing. Tanya, you're gonna be in this camera right here. Once my my wonderful husband. I don't even have to be on camera. They good right there, baby.
You see?
They know what I look like.
Okay.
They know what I sound like. Tanya,
Yes,
I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me
I'm so
on a
happy.
short notice. but
On the
that's
show,
okay.
hey, look, you got up. So Tanya brought me some food. I'm right here, guys. So Tanya brought me some food in because we're
the
down
hand
on
that
one
come
camera.
out.
Yes.
It's the hand.
I see it. It's the hand.
So Tanya had to. She brought us some food. You want to move this thing? Here, just move this. Oh, he finna start doing stuff. When he start putting his hand.
Let him. That's our executive producer. Let him be great.
So when trying to kiss me.
So
So when Tonya came and brought me lunch today. She usually sometimes comes in and bring me lunch, and I love it because we have this this one thing that we love to do. We like to go to Charlie's, and so Tonya be stopping by Charlie's. She stay right around the street from Charlie's, and so I'm so excited that you're here. So Tonya,
yes, ma'am.
tell the people a little bit about who you are with sensational faces. Y'all see her face? It's just so clear. Like, who is walking around with clear face? Look at him. Look at him in my camera. Look at him in my camera.
They can't see it. They just hear you. They can't see it.
Y'all got to see this. Tonya, tell us about sensational faces.
So yes, guys, my name is Tonya Nowden. I'm the owner of Sensational Faces. I'm an esthetician, a skincare therapist, and a product maker.
Ooh. Tell me one more time what you is.
My name is
What
Tonya
you
Nowden.
do.
I'm a licensed esthetician. I'm a skincare therapist, skincare instructor, and a product maker. Well, product chemist, I should say. Yes.
Okay,
Ooh.
love it.
Organic
Love
chemist.
What is a skincare therapist? Because I'm a therapist, a mental health therapist.
Yes.
What is a skincare therapist? I've never heard of that before.
So I gave myself that name because a lot of estheticians, they differ from me. I see myself more of a therapist because I go in deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not about the face. I also feel their energy. I talk about their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I call myself a therapist, because I am a therapist. If you come into my sanctuary, I'm going to change your mindset of how you look at yourself and how you feel about yourself.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I love that. Every time you come by here, I see your face, and it's always glowing and it's always shining. What do you do? Because you're also a teacher
I am.
as well.
Yes.
Can you let the people know a little bit about that, about classes and things like that you offer?
So I do offer what I used to, and I'm going to start back. It used to be
Yes,
a free skincare.
Well,
Hold on, wait. I heard Genevieve. Just give me a moment.
Okay, let me see my
You see
team.
my face? I
Yes,
was like, I don't even have
So
no
I
teeth.
used to charge, and I'm going to talk about the free too. I used to do a free skincare class every third Sunday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it because I'm so passionate about skin and I want people to come. So I was like, oh, let me do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. The free is over.
Good.
Because
Very
what
good.
I noticed is, yes, we'll clap up for that.
I'm very excited.
So what I noticed with the free
post
class,
that, the
I will
free
have
is over.
people register. And I will come here and I will stand downstairs because the doors are locked on Sunday. I will stand down there for like 15 minutes. Nobody will show up. I have all my stuff out, all the products. They're going to use everything. You know, like how Mary Kay did. And nobody would come. I did it for 3 months in a row. I think I had one good class, maybe like say March or something. I had like a full class. It was still free to bring these products, but nobody bought it. And I said, you know what, God, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
People don't respect free.
No, they do not.
People don't respect
Yeah.
me. So I was draining myself
Yes.
because mind you, I was at church. And I would have to leave church early to come here and no one shows up. And so I got very discouraged.
Yeah.
I think the last one I did was March. I have not done one since. And every third Sunday, calendar reminds me, skincare classes
Yeah.
today. And I want to do it, but I want to do it in a different way and charge because I feel like, again, people don't respect free, and it was taking a lot out of me. And
Mhm.
you had me for free, guys. And you did nothing.
But
Okay.
that's because people honor the value that we tell them.
Mm.
So essentially, and I had to learn this. That's why I'm saying it
Yes.
to you. Because, and sorry, y'all just in the conversation. I don't care.
Okay.
But I had to learn that I was expecting people to put value on something I needed to teach
Yeah.
them was
Mhm.
valuable. If we take diamonds and give them to toddlers, they're going to throw them, they're going to play with them, they're going to hide them because they don't know the value of the diamonds.
Oh,
We know the
yes.
value of the diamonds. So we either don't give it to the toddlers
Mhm.
in the first place because they don't have the capacity to understand
Yeah.
it. Or we say, listen, we need to teach them, no, this is what you do
Mhm.
with this diamond. And so for you, it's the same way. Keep your third Sundays,
Mhm.
but you charge them something and it includes their sample product. And
Yes.
then when they finish using what they use, then they're going to come back because they don't want to reverse what you've taught them for their places.
Thank you
You
for
just
that.
got
Because
capacity built.
no, I wanted to do that, but I
Yeah.
just needed the energy to get back into it because I was just like, man, I don't want to do it no more.
No, yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm saying?
good.
But
It's
now
good.
you said it, I was like, you're coming, guys.
It's good new.
Coming.
You know, sometimes we, like you're saying, you kind of you sell yourself short
Yeah.
Yes.
because I've seen your work, and the funny thing is that you do something that comes to your to get their face value. I'm going to whisper to you.
Okay.
I can't even whisper it.
Okay. Tell me after that.
You know who it
I
is.
think
Oh, I do.
Her first name starts with G.
How you gonna say it like that? I feel so embarrassed. They're gonna kill me.
nickname.
Her nickname.
We can't say.
Oh, fine. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
y'all can't know. That's really what you do. Understand? You can tell me
Listen,
it's you.
But I do have a lot of people that come to me and I don't share it. I don't post a lot of my people. You're
And
like,
that's
why
good
you not
though. But it's good that you
So,
don't do that because the luxury brands don't tend to say, "Oh, this person has." Oh, okay. Yes. Because luxury brands don't have to promote. Ooh, release BMW. Say, guess who has a BMW? Guess who has? Because you're already on that level.
Mhm.
But what I think needs to happen is that people really understand you are that person
yes. Yes.
and that you require them to do that. And I think that unfortunately, we give too many people access to us and our business. And so it naturally devalues because you know there's certain stores that you can't even, you tell your kids, don't even come on this side because I don't even want you to mess up the glass on the outside of the store, right? So there's certain stores like that. And we just have to treat our own brands and businesses in that same way, which is what I was telling you. Even when we do publishing now, we're starting to change the demographic of who we will publish, whose
Right.
books we will publish, because you have to teach people value,
Yes.
and it's not for everybody, and that's okay.
And, so, and the same for me. I'm starting to change my demographics, who I want to serve
Yes.
as well. And I know who I do not want to serve anymore.
Absolutely.
And I have to wing them
Same
off.
way. The same
And they
way.
just shrivel away. But yeah, it's time for bigger, better. I want to service women that are highly multi-valued women that work
Yes.
stressful jobs. They're
Yes.
CEOs,
Yes.
they're executives,
Yes.
they're multi-business minded
Yes.
people. They have 4 and 5 business, and they need to be pampered. And that's
Yes.
what I do.
Because that's what they're looking for.
You know, and that's really good as well. You know, sometimes, like you're saying, if you have good quality people, you don't have to have so many people.
Absolutely.
Like sometimes you can have like a load, like people, and they're not quality people who
No
are coming
value.
into, who's coming into your establishment. They're tearing up your stuff or
Yep.
wanting
Giving
to
me a headache.
and overusing your
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
people with substance, they understand the value of business. They understand the different things that you have to go through, and they're not going to waste your time. They're just going to pay your price, and they'll keep on going.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And only certain people I will take on my off day. like for one,
Right.
my multi-millionaire friend, I will take her on a Monday on my off day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or I will
exactly.
take her on a Sunday because
Yeah.
I know she's extremely busy. So when she calls me and say, "Hey, I need,"
Amazing.
You
He's our
know,
executive. Look at that executive director. Look at that. Executive producer. Look how he did that. Beautiful.
like I said, we haven't been on in a while. So I guess all this stuff that's happening, you guys can see like these things happen in the background.
Yeah.
Stuff
yes,
happens,
it's the back end.
And I'm not gonna buy no expensive equipment. Not
But we
yet.
look
I
good.
gotta let
We look good, right?
Yes, it's
We look
real
good.
good.
these lights and stuff, y'all better
We
get
look
this
good.
heat
We
and
look
air
good.
conditioner is on 60 because we pay our
I
bills.
love it.
Yes, I'm glad you paid the bills. Okay,
Are you cold? You
I
look
am
cold.
very
You're
cold.
very It's airing. Would you like a little blanket?
Please.
Okay, here.
We love an
Get you a little
executive
shawl.
producer. It look good.
Oh, that looks very
Executive
nice.
producer, it looks wonderful. Thank you so much.
It's just a little shawl, but I keep shawls and
Prayer
blankets.
shawls.
Yeah.
Prayer shawls.
The week I had, you might want to take it off. I don't know.
No, I'm not. No.
So, but I'm just so excited, like having these, like having you guys here, just women.
Yeah.
I was talking
Yeah.
and just having a good time and expressing ourselves and the things that we've done that we're actually. But I would like to ask you guys, what are some of the maybe would I say pitfall or something that has maybe hindered you that you've had to kind of like push through in business? Is that like a good question? Like something that you can even share with the people who are out here trying to get a business and they may want to be an esthetician or they may want to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
What are some of the pitfalls that you've actually encountered, uh, but you were able to overcome
Yeah.
so that you can be where you are?
Yeah.
Also, before you answer that question, have it in your mind the answer that you're going to give. You guys can comment, y'all can tag, like, and share. Make sure that you're doing that because let's say, you may not have a full need for this, but somebody else might. So don't stop someone else from getting some information that they may need. So we talk about haters all the time. I don't think that people are haters. I think that sometimes maybe they are haters.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they really are haters. But sometimes they aren't.
We want to think that they're not, but they really are.
But they really
Yeah.
are. Okay. I was trying. I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Can you answer the question?
I have two things. So the first thing that I would say is that there is such a thing as being too nice in business, and it has a lot to do with being accessible. And I needed to become less accessible to people, and I didn't know that in the beginning. When we start business, we think we're supposed to help everybody.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not supposed to help everybody. Everyone is not your target audience. And so you really need to not be as accessible because even people who know you, sometimes friends, sometimes family, who knew you before the degree, don't tend to respect you once you start having a price tag. They're like, oh, that's just Taisha. Oh, that's just no, it's not just anything.
You've been talking
It's
to
it's not just anybody. She is worth what she charges, and so that's what I had to learn. So that's one of those things. And then on the same topic of charging, I had to realize that not only are you not your own customer, but you also have the fact that the people who are in the world may not be yours either. Nobody taught me that, Genevieve, you are not your customer.
Mhm.
So what was happening when I first started business, I would say, I wouldn't pay that for that. But you're not your customer because you don't even need that. Like you don't need yourself. You understand? Like you don't need yourself. But you may be the thing that everybody's been waiting on. So yes, they will pay those rates. Yes, they will do those things. So you cannot. One of my pitfalls was really calling somebody's pocket
Mhm.
before I even offered them anything. I said, oh, they would pay for that.
Yeah.
They would. So now I got to make this rate because they go, you having a conversation with yourself
Yeah.
that the people not even going to have with you.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that was a pitfall. I had to get out of my own way to actually charge people what they were more than willing to pay because I couldn't get out of my own head initially.
Absolutely.
And so I had to get over that. And then that's where all money came from.
Yeah, this is I'm gonna let her go last. So that's good.
That was real good.
That's good.
My pitfalls pretty much is the same thing. I was devaluing myself. Like I love to do facials so bad. So if you would say, "Oh, I got $50," or "I got 60," I would still do it. And once you do that one time, it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
And they always want to keep
Yeah.
coming for that price. So one of my pitfalls was a massage therapist that came. She got a facial for me one time, and her facial, and she said, "No, Tonya, you're charging too low for your price." She said, "You give so much for facials, and this is why you're so tired and not getting paid for your value." She said, "You need to up your prices." I think about 3 people until I decided to do it. And once I did that, those people that didn't have the money, couldn't afford, they struggled.
Exactly. They just stopped
I'm not
coming.
going to be bartering prices with you. Like, if you don't have the money to pay me, sorry. I mean, I know I love to do a facial, but I need to get money for my work,
Absolutely.
So that was one of my pitfalls, not knowing my value, not knowing how to price, being afraid to price, being afraid. I used to be so timid. Well, how much you charge? Now you like, roll with it.
Yeah. You lead with the price now.
It feels good to say
Yeah.
how much I charge because I know my worth.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Especially the time and the schooling and all the knowledge that you have to obtain to get
Still
that.
learning. I'm always going to be in this field.
That is wild. I went to school, got all these degrees, got all these certifications, and I hear how are you able to do this? And then sometimes when I have to do work with any clients, they're come in my office, and I've lost some clients because it's almost as if to say, how is this Black woman doing it? That's the most hurtful thing because I went to just like my counterparts. I've learned this craft and I've worked very hard at it and been doing this right out of the pandemic. And I'm doing things that my white counterparts they had never even talked to me, but they called me and said, "How are you doing this?" And they're not doing it. And that was the biggest thing for me to overcome people.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning how to. Because sometimes I'm just like, I have that thing where I feel like I don't deserve it, or is this really happening? Like this imposter type of syndrome, And I realized that I didn't deserve it.
Yes, you do.
And I've worked hard.
Yes,
I've worked so hard for it, And so I've never wavered in my prices. People would always say, "How can you just boldly say these prices?" Because I went to school. You did paperwork. I got to do that. I have to do all these. I have to do bio. I have to do this. I have to do that. You're gonna pay for all that, and then I got to pay.
Absolutely.
So
And you got a husband.
Yeah, and I can't. I'm just my price is my price. I never fall to them. But you're right. Also, once you do it, like if you lower it, because I did lower my price, I was really high at one point, and I was like, okay, actually, that's ridiculous.
Did somebody tell you that, or you felt that?
No, I knew it was ridiculous.
Okay.
It was outrageous. So I paid down like $150.
Okay.
But it's what everybody's charging. I'm kind of like right there.
Okay.
One up,
Yeah.
What get the fullness of who I am. And I'm showing up for you, even if I have to court with you, these different things. I'm just going to show up and I'm going to be there. And be like, "Hey, Judge, And I think that sometimes people forget that they've done work. I've done the time. I've done the things that I needed to do. So I can do this.
Absolutely.
I can say that. And you're paying for my knowledge. I really know it. I really know it. Yeah. So it's like, you really know how to do facials.
Yes.
You don't just you have a whole. Her office is so beautiful. She got like whales and stuff on the wall. It all it's like you're in the ocean of
Yeah,
them.
it's very
You know, so so you've seen all these things. You went to school and then not only that, you're teaching other people. So you're a teacher.
yes, I am.
And so she does her classes, and it's really, really beautiful. She goes in and she does all these things for the young girls who are coming up, and she's showing them a craft. So we can't settle our short, and I'm not going
And
to.
it sounds like we need to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
Not in front of you.
I know.
Not in front of y'all. I felt that in my shana.
It's the cloth, baby. It's the cloth.
So you look like you're cool. It's definitely always cool. I have that information on I think 60 because I knew with these lights it would get hot.
Yeah.
And I can't have hands on. So I'm sorry, it's cold. You know you need to come here with a jacket next time. That's your bad. Because I got my suit on. And Genevieve don't run cold.
Yeah.
I like cold. So is there anything that you guys want to leave the people? Anything
Well,
you wanna leave
I gave.
So
You
yes, I
give
would
it
like
to
to
them.
leave with you guys. Everyone need a facial. That's my slogan. You need a facial. You need a facial. I need a facial. Okay, facials are only not just for men, or only. I mean, not only for ladies. They're for men too as well. And it's not about. A lot of people, especially feel like facials is luxury. No, it's not. Facials is needed. We have skin. Um, we have things that live in our skin that needs to come out, and the only way for them to come out is actually to go through a specialist. I don't want people to feel like coming to get a facial is just a celebration. You know,
Got
it's
it.
not.
It's
It's a
a
necessity. So I come on and get a facial.
Yeah. Let's just
And
do better.
let me have you guys and love on you. Okay, in 2025.
Now I know your address to your office. Can you tell them the name of your company?
Sensational Faces. And I'm located on 2701
How are you
West
doing it?
Oakland Park Boulevard. You have to call to book an appointment. I don't take walk-in.
Love that.
Ooh,
Love-
sensational
It's
faces.
the,
What's the number? What's the number?
My number,
it's about
Yeah.
exclusive
754
experiences.
234 5982.
So I put it at 2701 West Oakland Park Boulevard.
Love that.
Sensational faces.
Love that.
Y'all make sure when y'all come to this building, you better have your ID because they're not gonna let you up. And don't think you're gonna come up the back door. You still can't get in because somebody gotta let you in here. So make sure that you have your ID when you come in here.
That's awesome.
And you want to leave with one last word?
Be great. Be yourself. You owe it to I'm telling y'all, you owe it to yourself to figure out why you're waking up every day. That's your purpose. Like, why are you here? And what problem were you called to solve? If you know that, you will never lack money. Just solve people's problem for a living and make sure it's the one that you love to do.
Absolutely. Babe, you want to say anything?
Thank you, executive producer. You're the
Thank
best.
you.
Sir.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with a little bit more of our. I put this whole clip together, and I just want y'all to see this clip.
Because it's
we'll
cute.
watch it.
It's so super super cute, and I worked really hard on it.
And it's really cute.
So I hope I can get to it because it just I haven't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I gotta come out of this. So this is a
Where's the
whole
clip?
new thing, a whole new thing, and I'm telling you,
Everybody's updated. So,
everybody's up there.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm saying now, everybody's growing.
Oh,
The AI.
oh
everybody's-
yeah.
So everybody's updated.
We did good today.
It was
guys.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us. You're amazing.
Well, you know I was coming anyway. So hey.
She come with the food. I be like, Tonya on the way.
I don't need no appointment.
Love it. Love that. Love that.
Bye, girl. We love you all with the love of the Lord. Continue to be prayerful. Pray for yourself. Pray for others. Pray for your business. Y'all make sure that y'all do what y'all gotta do.
And
We
register
love
for
you.
class.
And register for our class.
Right.
Did you have to tell them the date?
It's on the
It's on the
13th. I mean, the 11th.
December the 1st.
The
Is it
13th.
Oh, my bad.
It's
Which
a
is what I
Friday.
don't remember.
You don't even know. You better be there.
I'm going to be here. 11, 12. Oh, I have another meeting on the 11th. This is happening. It's the 13th, guys.
She's doing it as a show.
It's on the 13th.
That's how booked and busy she
It
is.
really, thank you.
Okay.
We're going to
We'll
be
be
here December
fine.
3rd.